Well, greetings from Pennsylvania once again, and more specifically we're back in Blue Marsh Lake, my home county of Berks County. And this is a Sunday afternoon, November 22nd, and it's getting closer, later in the afternoon, getting close to 3 o'clock here. Got a little time just to come out and explore a little bit. I'm at the north end of Blue Marsh Lake. The traffic you're hearing is from Route 183, and just behind me is the Burnville Road. I'll try to show you a little screenshot from Google Maps as to where I am. Oh, that area, little area circled. I'll go ahead and show that to you now. So that gives you an idea, especially if you're familiar with the area, as to where I am. And I'm looking for some remnants of the Union Canal here this afternoon. I know I have filmed some videos in the past of the Union Canal. Usually I did several videos way at the southern end, but never really did it much at the north end here. I was just curious about some things. I know I can see remnants of the canal right over here to my left. I'll show that to you in a moment. I'll turn it around. I'm looking out at Blue Marsh Lake right now, even though it doesn't really look like a lake because they lower the lake levels here in the wintertime. Well, it's late fall. But anyway, let me turn you around and show you what I'm looking at so far here. Looks kind of muddy and dreary. So here is Blue Marsh Lake. It's the northern end of it, and you can see it's all dried up. You know, during the summer this would all be a lake. And you can kind of see out there, that is the Topahawken Creek. Like I said, during the summer this all fills up and is a lake. You can kind of see it up there. You can kind of see the old tree stumps back when this used to be not a lake, but off to our this way, right there along the edge of the woods, is the Union Canal, or what's left of it. So during the summer it's flooded out, that section over there. And I think I'll show you another screenshot and have that area circled so you can kind of see. I'll show you like what's called the terrain feature, or possibly the satellite image, so you can see that feature on the map. So that is the Union Canal. So as long as this is solid enough to walk on, I do see a number of footprints out here. We're going to check that out a little bit up there, but then we're going to cross, I think we might be able to cross somewhere around here. We're going to cross the Burnville Road to the other side. There's something over there that I kind of want to see if I can find. Yes, I'm making my way out onto this, I guess you'd call it a mud flat. Seems pretty stable, for now at least. But on the north side here, there's two creeks that flow into this area. Right there's the Topahawken, but there's another creek called the North Kill Creek that flowed into here as well. And of course the Union Canal followed the Topahawken Creek. But to get to the Topahawken Creek, it had to cross over the North Kill Creek, just because of the way things were. And they had to build an aqueduct over that. I think there's some canal locks up here too. I forget if they were just flooded or if they were just outright destroyed, because when they built this dam, they had to reroute the highway up there and a bunch of other stuff. Up here is the town of Burnville, and there used to be a town called South Burnville. That got removed, destroyed, we're gonna call it. So a lot changed around here back in the late 70s. So I'm just gonna look, see if we can find some of this stuff I've never really explored. There is the trail that goes all the way around the lake is right up here. I've done that, but I've never really explored off trail in this area too much like we are now. All right, I'm blabbing a lot, so let me turn you off. I'm seeing some deer tracks in here too. I'm trying to make my way over to the canal. All right, so this is what we are walking on. I'm not the first person out here. There's some deer tracks. Of course, it's not quite as muddy. My feet are not, right here on my tracks, they're not sinking in quite as much as some other people that were here. Yeah, the tree stumps, like I said, this used to not be a lake, but they're there from when this place flooded. Alright, so far, not really sinking, but it's just this huge, almost looks like a, you know how these cracked features are just pretty cool. Reminds me of walking out like the salt flats out west. Not that I've ever done that, but alright. So right up ahead is the canal. some other hikers up there. All right, so the ground here is a lot firmer. You can see the stone, the difference here. Because this would have been the one, you know, edge of the canal. There was the canal itself, and up there was the other edge. So I'm not sure if this was where the towpath was, or if it was on the other side, but that's why, you know, you got mud, the berm of the canal, and then more mud where the actual canal was. So this makes for much better walking over here than out there. Kind of interesting though. Get my new shoes all muddy. Yeah, so there's the Union Canal. Like I said, during the summer, it's flooded over, but it's still here. So just go walk a little ways down here, then we'll turn around, see if we can find the other way, like I said. All right, so this looks like the end of the road for me up this way. I'm not gonna cross that stuff. But the canal does continue on up through there. But yeah, not gonna go across there. It almost looks like it narrows right up there. I wonder if there was a feature up there at one point. One of the locks might have been up there. All right, we're gonna turn around. Yeah, up there's the bridge for the Burnville Road. I actually parked up there. So we're gonna go ahead and make our way back this way and actually go on the other side of that bridge. I might be able to actually follow I'm gonna actually try to follow the canal up this way to the other side of the road. We'll see. Well, actually, no, I'm thinking, well, second thought, actually might actually go out that way, because I said the Burnville Road is there, so it's all been destroyed up that way. Anyway, I'm just kind of thinking as I'm walking along here. All right, let's head back. Try and get to the other side. All right, so we're back up this way again and looking north, and the canal would go up through there. Of course, right over there is Route 183. You can see the traffic, but just up ahead too is the Burnville Road. And when they redid all this, they destroyed that area of the canal, so there's not going to be anything there to see. And plus, I've been there. There's a trail up that goes up that way as well. There's nothing there to see. There was at one point, it's gone. So we're gonna go back this way and go under that bridge as we walk across this stuff again. It's kind of sinking, but not sinking. It's a weird feeling when you walk on it. All right, let's get off this stuff and head to the bridge. See what we can find over there. Like I said, I want to see if I can find any remains of that aqueduct. Okay, so up there's our bridge. And this whole area here is much firmer to walk on. Actually, right over here is the creek, Topahawken Creek. And like I said, right up there is where you have the joining of the Topahawken. Topahawken Creek is going to go that way, and then the Northkill Creek goes up that way, and that's where they join. And the Union Canal was on this side, so in order to follow the Topahawken Creek, it had to cross the Northkill Creek to keep following the Topahawken. That's cool. You can see where the lake levels were over there. Kind of barren, but it has an interesting look. Of course, over there is where our mud flats were, and right there was the canal up that way. It gives you a little bit of perspective as to where I am. So let's keep going this way, under the bridge. Like I said, this is the Burnville Road. Of course, we're directly under the bridge now. And here you can see, here's the Northkill Creek, and the Topahawken Creek splits and goes up that way. There's like a little waterfall feature way up there. Just saw on Google Maps, and I see something gruesome down here. I don't know if I want to show that to you, but all right, let's zoom in on that waterfall thing as much as we can. A little faster here. Yeah, see, there's like a little. I'm not sure if there was an aqueduct up there, and that's the remains of it. But we are going to try and get up there, I think. Yeah, there was the remains of a dead deer back there behind me. Didn't really show that to you. I don't think it was a roadkill. It looked like someone had got it during archery season, and when they had kind of like butchered and skinned it. So anything. I'm not sure too many of you want to see that. Alright, I'm not sure how easy this is going to be to get up that way. But we're going to try. Alright, so I've got myself up out from the edge of the creek. Getting a little more difficult to walk along there. But it may not end up being so easy to walk through here either. As you can see, there are a few little trails in here. Our feature is still up there, calling to me. But I think I think these are just like deer trails back here. Ouch, thorns. Get back to you. All right, so I have returned to walking alongside the creek. I think I'll take the mud and tangled driftwood over the thorns that are up in there. It's almost just impossible to walk through. It is kind of gushy down here though too. All right, but we are committed at this point, so we're gonna keep on going. All right. So along the edge here, I am starting to see some blocks and concrete. A number of places up here, some bricks. So like I said, there was a place, well, I mentioned the town of Burnville, but along the banks of the Northkill Creek, like you can hear some more like brick stuff. There was a little smaller part of town called South Burnville. So I'm wondering if these are remnants of that, what I'm seeing. There were like warehouses down here, because the Union Canal was here. Union Canal, so they had warehouses along the edge here. Like there's more bricks in there. Some more blocks. And these could also just been dumped here as well. Actually, I'm gonna pop up here for a moment. There's all kinds of stuff. What's this? Like a metal. Sorry, like some metal piping here as well. Oh well. Alright. Yeah, I can't really. It's just all overgrown up here. Actually, it's not terribly bad. Alright. Maybe we'll follow this for a little bit again. At some point we should be seeing the Union Canal up here again, because it should be like right up here somewhere. More thorns. All right. I just see a deer running off up there. I'm not sure if the camera got it at all, but it was way up there in the brush. So they're in here. But I am seeing evidence up here. I see stonework up here. It looks like a lock or a Department Aqueduct, this area of the ground is raised up here. So I think we're gonna find something up here still intact. These thorns. All right, I'll get back to you. All right, I'm free of the thorns. You can see this raised area right here. I think this is where the aqueduct was, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you can see it yet, the stonework in front of me. That is definitely from the Union Canal. Oh, cool. Yeah. See that up there? More thorns. Because they're inevitable in a place like this. Yeah. Oh, this is really awesome. So this is where the aqueduct went across the North Kill Creek. So this is the Union Canal right here. And of course going back here, really nothing left of it. Right there's Route 183, and I believe that was rerouted when they flooded the area. So it looks like the canal goes right towards some of that new road stuff. So we're not gonna find anything up there. But this over here, we will take. That's pretty awesome. All right, so let's walk through here together now. This is really neat. I absolutely love this. Beautiful stonework. You know, it's all part of the adventure. Like, I didn't really know, I had no idea if this was going to be out here. I was hoping there would be, but the research I did said it was all either destroyed or flooded, but here it is. Obviously, you know, like, there's a lot of damage. There's a lot of stonework over here is gone. Just a little bit right there. But beautiful, huge blocks of stone. And let me put my hand up here. I mean, these are nice, big blocks. Of course, you got here's a huge sycamore tree, just kind of growing, like, over the blocks there. So, like, yeah, the canal boats would have gone right through here back in the day. You know, late 1820s up through 1880 something, I believe. I think roughly 1828 to 1884, I think, or somewhere around there. And up here's our little waterfall feature. Wow. This is beautiful. And you can see the other end of the aqueduct over there. Let me zoom in. So the boats would have continued on to over there. So I believe this is actually a dam right here back in the day. Canal may have gone actually just to the left of there. I feel like I gotta get over there. Not today. Just a beautiful spot out here. There is a much easier way to get to this spot now that I'm here. Just up in front of me is the big, huge berm, I guess you want to call it, for the Blue Marsh project here. In case there is flooding, it keeps the town of Burnville from flooding. I'll turn you around in a moment. But if you're familiar with the area, I think there's a trail you can hike on the top of that. And there's a trail that comes down here. Let me turn you around and show that to you. If you're local and want to find an easier way to get here than what I did. So here's a trail coming up from that waterfall area. And up there you can see what I'm talking about, the big berm. And just on the other side there is Burnville. Because I believe there's a trail at the top of that. Like a walking path. And there's a trail that comes down. And if I turn you around slowly, right over here is the waterfall. And the remains of the aqueduct are right up there then. So I would really love to get over there and follow the canal a little bit more, because that's still federal land over there, part of the Blue Marsh project area. But I think I'll wait till next summer, because you can see where when the lake levels rise, you can see where the water level rises to. So I should be able to just kayak up this creek and check it out from that side. That might be the thing to do. Here's back the aqueduct on this side. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so it would have been a lot easier for me to come a little bit further from the north, close to Burnville. But I wasn't quite sure what I would find back here and where it would be. That's kind of the way it is sometimes. But now I know if I want to come here again, or if you want to come here, it's a lot easier to come from that way rather than through the mud and all the briars from the other way. But that's what exploring is. I just want to see if there's anything else out down that way as well. But yeah, I'm going to say it, but I kind of wonder why there's like no, I don't know. It's one of these areas that should have a little bit of signage telling people what this place is and what it was. I don't know. Because it's a really interesting spot, but it's just kind of lost out here in the brush. But at the same time when things are kind of lost in the brush like this, sometimes that does also help preserve them. Because when you have, like, there's no graffiti or hardly any trash here, so it doesn't get peopleized, is the word I like to use. Everything is still beautifully intact. Alright. Fun little discovery. It was one of those days where I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to come out this afternoon or not. I was kind of running out of time. I was like, maybe I'll just relax, watch someone else's videos. But I was like, go out, see what you can find today. And boom. It doesn't always work out this way, but today worked out. It's just beautiful in here with all these ruins and stuff. This is what I love doing, just busting through the brush and eventually coming across something like this. Alright. Alright, so now we gotta make our way back though. There's that tree again. It's just like, it's literally like eating the stonework there, engulfing it. Like a blob. Maybe we can find an easier way back. I mean, it would be easy just to go the way I pointed, but the Jeep isn't parked up that way. She's parked the other way. And that dam back there is a man-made dam. They often dammed the creeks like that for the Union Canal. They would use the dammed up water as a water source for the canal and for using the locks, because they needed to fill those locks with water to raise and lower the water levels within the locks. So they'd often dam streams like that, often near an aqueduct or the locks that ran along the stream. So that is man-made. So it's cool to see that too. I'm guessing when the water levels are up, you can't see that as much. Alright, I'm delaying the inevitable. I gotta bust back through the brush and mud. Alright. Because I'm thinking about it a little bit more. Maybe I won't wait till summer to kayak up here, because right here, this is still North Kill Creek. I probably could kayak. I mean, the water looks kayakable, if I can use that word, up here. Definitely up through here. I mean, there's some shallow spots up there, but if I have my rubber boots on, or my wellies, as they call them in England, I might have to get out a little bit, but... So yeah, my mind is just thinking, so if we have a day that isn't terribly cold yet, we just might do that. Because I'd love to see what's on the other side there as well. Alright, I'll have to think about that. Almost there. That's the bridge we gotta get up to. And Naomi is down that way somewhere. I'm back in the area of the bridge. So I'll say goodbye here. Turned out to be a really great adventure. Like I said, I didn't know. I knew there was potentially stuff out here, but like I said, I had done some research, and wasn't really helpful. It's kind of depressing. It said that whatever remains were here were flooded or destroyed, but I mean, they are kind of destroyed, but they're still there. So there's something to see here if you do come out here. So that's cool. It wasn't a bust like some of these explorations are. Right, I'm gonna get back onto dry land, knock some mud off my shoes, and get home. Anyway, thanks for coming along, and I'll see you around.